Good morning, students. In this lecture, we will discuss the poem On the Morning of Christ's Nativity, written by John Milton. First of all, I would like to give you a brief introduction to the poet John Milton. John Milton, an English poet, pamphleteer, and historian, is best known for writing Paradise Lost, which is widely regarded as the greatest epic poem in English. So, John Milton is best known, or he is popular for his writing or the greatest epic titled Paradise Lost. Students, the poem On the Morning of Christ's Nativity is a sacred, a holy lyric. Lyric means a type of poem, type of poetry. Milton wrote this poem in his 21st year, means Milton wrote this poem when he was only 21 years old. He was still a student at Cambridge when he wrote this poem. In this poem, the poet celebrates the birth of Jesus Christ, who was born in a manger. The poet offers this song as a welcome to the newborn baby, Jesus Christ. Let us now discuss the text of the poem. It was the winter wild, while the heaven-born child, all meanly wrapped in the rude manger lies. Nature in awe to him had doffed her gaudy trim, with her great master so to sympathize. It was no season then for her to wanton with the sun, her lusty paramour. It was the winter wild, while the heaven-born child. In these lines, the poet John Milton tells us that when the baby named Jesus Christ born, it was the season of winter. All meanly wrapped in the rude manger lies. The child Jesus Christ was born in a rough and simple manger. Manger means a long trough from which cattle feed. All meanly wrapped in the rude manger lies. When the baby Jesus Christ was born, he was wrapped in very meanly means he was wrapped means covered. He was covered in very shabby clothes. In the rude manger lies, and he was lying in the rude manger. Manger means long trough from which the cattle feed. Nature in awe to him had doffed her gaudy trim, with her great master so to sympathize. Nature in awe. Awe means respect or fear, out of respect. Nature in awe to him had doffed. Doffed means taken off or removed. Gaudy trim. Gaudy means showy. Trim means dress. Out of fear and respect for Jesus Christ, nature itself had taken off, or nature had removed her showy dress, because Jesus Christ was covered in very shabby clothes. So, out of respect and fear for Jesus Christ, nature itself removed its showy dress. with her great master, so to sympathize means nature had great sympathy for her master of the world, for the master of the world named Jesus Christ. It was no season then for her to wanton with the sun, her lusty paramour. It was such a time that nature was not in mood to wanton with the sun. Wanton means to be playful, to play with the sun or to enjoy with the sun means it was such a time that nature was not in mood to play with the sun, which is her lusty paramour. Lusty paramour means which is her handsome lover. So, out of respect and fear, nature also taken off or removed her showy dress. Second stanza. Only with speeches fair she woos the gentle air to hide her guilty front with innocent snow, and on her naked shame pollute with sinful blame the saintly veil of maiden white to throw, confounded that her Maker's eyes should look so near upon her foul deformities. Only with speeches fair. In these lines, the poet says that only with speeches fair she woos the gentle air. In these lines, the poet says that nature and the earth on which Jesus Christ was born, both were in all their silent manner. Nature made love to the gentle wind. Only with speeches fair she woos. Woo means to make love. That nature was making love with the gentle wind. To hide her guilty front with innocent snow. The earth had hidden her guilty face to hide. Hide means to cover. To hide her guilty front with innocent snow. The earth had hidden her guilty face, and on her naked shame pollute with sinful blame. Nature had nature and the earth had hidden her guilty face and all her nakedness and ugliness from Jesus Christ. She wore the dress of white snow, the saintly veil of maiden white to throw means the earth, in order to cover her ugliness from Jesus Christ, it wore the white dress of snow, confounded that her Maker's eyes should look so near upon her foul deformities. Nature wore the pure and spotless sheet. Nature wore the clean sheet of white snow in order to hide her winter ugliness from the eyes of Jesus Christ, should look so near upon her foul deformities. In order to cover her, to hide her deformities, it wore the cloak of snow, the dress of snow. Means the poet means to say that nature was naked in the cold winter when Christ was born. Third stanza. But he her fears to cease sent down the meek-eyed peace. She, crowned with olive grain, came softly sliding down through the turning sphere, his ready harbinger, with turtle wing the amorous clouds dividing, and waving wide her mitral wand, she strikes a universal peace through sea and land. In this stanza, the poet says that with the birth of Jesus Christ, but he her fears to cease sent down the meek-eyed peace. The poet says that with the birth of Jesus Christ, all the fears of the earth came to an end. Cease means came to an end. Finish. The coming of Christ was the beginning of an era of peace in the world. Means with the birth of Jesus Christ, peace prevailed in all over the world. He brought peace with him and set at rest all fears of the earth. She, crowned with olive green, came softly sliding down through the turning sphere. Peace prevailed in the world with its symbol of an olive green branch. The birth of Christ sent a message of peace and love all over the world. His ready harbinger with turtle wing, the amorous clouds dividing, and waving wide her mighty wand, she strikes a universal peace through sea and land. The birth of Jesus Christ was a symbol of peace and love all over the world. Turtle wing. Turtle means tortoise. Turtle is believed to be the messenger of love and peace. Means the symbol of love and peace on this earth. She carries the message of universal peace all over land and sea. The poet means to say that with the birth of Jesus Christ, the message of peace was spread all over the world. So students, this was the explanation of first 3 stanzas of this poem. Tomorrow we will continue with the next remaining stanzas. Thank you very much.